Welcome to Forensic Friday,
where we examine the intersection of true crime, psychology, and the heart of being human in the middle of it all. Hello.
Hi.
Nat's laughing at me.
Well, I'm also chewing ice.
Oh, that's great. Kara's going to love that. That'll be fun for
I'm
Kara.
going to try not to.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I just spit my ice out.
She just spit that ice out like it was her job. Boop. Like it was a sunflower seed. The 3-hole punch went missing. I just got a message about that. That's for sure my fault. Oh, you have it? My money would be on me or you having the 3-hole punch.
Yeah, no, I have it in my office.
Any office supply that has gone missing.
It's one of us.
It's usually one of us. That's right.
I will return it. Will you send a text and say, oh, you can't? Is it in a text?
No, it's fine. You don't need a text, but it's fine.
Okay, I'll just put it back.
Nobody's going to die without the 3-hole punch right now. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine.
Someone might, but it's fine. So really quick, Mexico's on fire.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
One of the head people to the cartel was killed by the Mexican military. So that'll be an episode later. But my brother and his wife are literally trying to leave Mexico right now.
Well, and my understanding was that the military was largely bought and purchased by the cartel or different factions of the cartel at different times. So It's interesting. It will be very interesting to see
how this all goes.
And the reason you don't want to be in Mexico in the middle of this, you don't want to be anywhere in the middle of like a civil unrest, yes. I will say,
yes,
is if there's several different cartel organizations, organized crime, right, in the same small area, things get dicey real fast.
Really? Well, that's what's happening.
Yeah, and you don't want to be in the middle of that.
Have you seen pictures?
No.
Well, don't go look.
Well, here's how I know about this. Tina sent a text because my brother and sister-in-law are supposed to go to Mexico.
Right.
Your brother's in Mexico.
Trying to leave and
under lockdown, right?
Him and his wife. Yeah, there's some flights that are going in and out. He's not in the areas that are directly affected, but their area is also under suggested shelter in place.
Well, and I feel like in Mexico, if they suggest you shelter in place, you should shelter in place.
You stay in place.
Yep. I wouldn't be hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. Tina's on it, researching all the things, because her grandbaby may or may not be going to Mexico. So she's got lots of opinions, I'm sure, about that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's terrible. So if you're in Mexico listening, I'm so sorry that you're dealing with all of this. Yeah.
And we're praying for you guys, and if you're trying to leave or whatever, safe travels. And
well, did you see the footage? The only footage I've seen was of the airport.
Yeah, no, it's wild.
It's scary.
I posted it.
That's right.
You saw it because I posted it.
The footage that I saw was indeed what you posted on our shared social media account.
Correct.
Where I got it.
Correct.
Thanks for keeping me informed.
I got you, girl.
You are my news.
I got you.
Thank you. Between you and my mom, I know what's going on. That's great. Oh my gosh.
Well, my family was helpful because my brother and sister-in-law are in Mexico. We're all like, "Are you safe? What's going on?"
Oh yeah.
Freaking out. But they're fine. Last I heard, they're fine.
That's just scary.
I'm hoping they're on a plane home.
Well, I hope they get home safe.
Yes,
for sure. So for our mini today, we are going to talk about the Marvelous Six.
Sweet.
When 6 inmates chose a life over their own freedom. And I'm doing this one on purpose today because our Friday case is about very different group of folks, the Texas Sevens. So we're going to talk about the Marvelous Six today because it gives me a lot of hope for humanity. I remember hearing about this story and I think it's really cool. And people immediately tried to kind of discount it But honestly, when I heard this story, it reminded me of some of the very good people that we've worked with over the years. And people don't understand that. They think maybe all criminals are the same, or all people who've been incarcerated are the same, or whatever. And they're not. They're just like everybody else. They're all different. And there are some very good people who end up in the criminal justice system for a lot of reasons.
Yes.
So we're going to look at kind of some of those differences. Okay. So on one of the hottest, most humid days of the Georgia summer, a lone deputy sheriff collapsed face first onto the ground at a remote cemetery, surrounded by 6 inmates he was supervising on a work detail.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. So imagine that. You're out working.
That's terrifying.
Uh-huh. His gun was on his hip. The van keys were in reach. Freedom was right there, and not a single one of them ran. Instead, they saved his life.
Aww.
This is the story of the Marvelous Six. It's the kind of case that reminds us why we do this work, because people are not their worst moment, because the system shapes behavior, and because the line between someone who helps and someone who harms is thinner and influenced by the environment more than people really want to believe. So when we're talking about this day, it was June 12th, 2017, and it was more specifically in Polk County, Georgia.
Okay.
And the humidity, Natalie, was 100%.
Nope.
Awful.
My hair would be...
Your hair would be standing on end. Standing on end.
Awful.
There's not room for all of those curls. When you think about this kind of a setting, okay, you've got these inmates out there working in this public cemetery just outside of a town called Cedartown.
Okay.
They were working on cutting grass, and they're doing manual labor in a remote area. There is no backup for miles.
Okay.
1 officer, 6 inmates. Okay. When he collapsed, here's some more details of what happened to this officer in this moment. The deputy started coughing, then coughing harder. He's getting hot, more and more hot as he's coughing. And he actually has a chronic condition called a Chiari malformation, which is a complication from brain surgery decades before.
Wow.
So he can have like kind of impaired fluid flow in his brain and his spinal cord.
Oh my gosh.
Which causes headaches, dizziness, and in the suffocating humidity, it was overwhelming to his body. And he just goes down face first into the dirt, unconscious.
That is so scary.
So picture this, Nat. You've got 1 armed officer down, 6 inmates. There's a gun right there. The keys are right there. Right? Wouldn't you think that the thought would at least go through their minds that they could get out?
Maybe at least one or a few of them. Maybe not all of them.
There's 6 people.
But yeah, maybe if one or a couple thought, oh, this is a good time to get out.
100% get out. Or even just potentially get a little revenge on this guard who had them out there doing manual labor, right? So here's the immediate response. So the moment the deputy hit the ground, all 6 inmates rushed towards him, not away from him. They worked as a team. I want you to like picture this, because it's like, this has an impact on me when I think about it. They worked as a team without hesitation. They weren't talking about what to do. They just started working together. One of the inmates grabbed the deputy's cell phone and dialed 911. The others unbuttoned his shirt and pulled off his bulletproof vest to help cool him off and to prepare his chest for CPR if they needed to do it. They also removed his gun belt for the same reason, so that they could help him if they needed to with CPR. And they started doing chest compressions themselves. The deputy was unconscious for 1 full minute. Then he started breathing again, but it was labored. It was real labored breathing. When he started breathing, the inmate stayed right by his side, and they waited until EMS arrived and took over. Now, here's what some of the inmates said and the deputy. One of the inmates said, when that happened, in my opinion, it wasn't about who's in jail and who wasn't. It was about a man going down and we had to help him. That was inmate Greg Williams. Another inmate, Joshua Bolin, said, not one of us. You know, now after everything went down, we were cutting up going, oh man, we were so worried about the officer when he went down that not once did one of us ever think about running. Deputy, is what he said. Not one of my guys ran. None of them did anything they shouldn't have done. What do you notice about the deputy's statement?
My guys.
My guys.
So here's what I was thinking. And I don't always know if this is how it goes, so correct me if I'm wrong. They're doing labor on the side of the road. Oftentimes that actually means they're doing well in
That's
their
exactly
program.
right.
So my guess is they had the opportunity, for lack of better words, in like awful heat like that. I think that would be worse than sitting in a jail cell.
Yes.
But that's because I hate heat, so I don't actually know. But they had the opportunity. They've been given the opportunities to get out of their jail cell, to get out of the prison, and actually go do work. And so my guess is there was trust between these guys, the inmates, and the deputy.
Yes.
And so that's part of why, right when you said they were out doing manual labor, they could have turned their back on him. I was like, well, they wouldn't have, though, because they're doing manual labor because they've done well in their program.
That's exactly right.
So then, of course, the deputy probably has, some of them obviously aren't very great and don't do this for the right reasons, but I would like to think that there's more that do. And so my guess is there's trust between the inmates and the deputy. So he said, my guys.
He said, my guys. And what I love about this, Nat, I think, first of all, you're completely right, which I'm going to get into, but we talk about our guys. We literally say our guys. Our whole team says our guys. They're our guys.
And even when I'm talking about all my clients in general, I say my people.
My people. My people.
I don't say my client.
No.
My patient. None of us say patient, but
No.
I say my people. Or when
my
we're
people.
talking about group guys, our guys, our guys.
Our guys. And our ladies. Our ladies.
Yeah.
We say that too. Our ladies. But I think that is just so telling. My guys. Right? So you're absolutely right, Nat. These were 6 nonviolent offenders serving time at the Polk County Jail for minor criminal offenses. They were part of a trustee work crew. Yep. So trustees, they're inmates who've earned the privilege of outdoor labor assignments through good behavior. So these were leaders. These were men who had established themselves through good behavior leadership, right? This particular deputy had been working with this crew for 5 months.
See, I knew it.
7 hours a day, 5 days a week, hundreds of hours together. So this wasn't just a random group of strangers. They had been working beside him in the heat every day, which is pretty amazing. What the sheriff said about the officer and the inmates was, and this is Sheriff Johnny Motes from Polk County, Georgia, they really stepped up in a time of crisis and show that they care about my officers. That speaks a lot about my officers too, how they treat these emails, how they treat these inmates. They treat them like people, like family. Isn't that interesting? So why do you think they didn't run? Because one of the things I saw, Nat, was the cynics were like, listen, these guys are not going to risk. They would be in prison for life if they try to run or if they do something to the deputy, which, fair. Yeah. Like, maybe they were thinking in that moment, maybe the only reason they helped this man is because they didn't see an alternative. I find that hard to believe.
Oh, yeah. No.
Even if they didn't want a consequence, they could have sat there and did nothing to help him, and they wouldn't have been held accountable for not stepping in.
Exactly.
Right? So I don't really buy that, but that was one of the things I saw online. But why do you think, Nat? Why do you think they didn't run?
I don't think that I'm going to hopefully land the plane with this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's people's first thought to get away, even if it's in a dynamic like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I'm thinking if something, and I can't imagine me going, knock on whatever, going to jail for anything. But
Mm-mm.
I think of like, if I'm at a grocery store and I see someone go down, I'm not going to like run away from it just because I don't want to deal with it.
Mm-mm.
Right. So I think for most humans, our instinct is to help.
Yes.
And to go towards the conflict or towards whatever's happening.
We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Southeast Counseling Center. Southeast Counseling Center is a 501c3 nonprofit mental health provider right here in Parker, Colorado, conveniently located just off major highways. We serve the whole family, from play therapy for kids to couples and family therapy, trauma treatment, psychological testing, and specialized groups. Access matters. That's why Southeast Counseling Center accepts Medicaid, Tri-West, and victim compensation, and also offers a community subsidy program to help people who fall in the gap between Medicaid and traditional insurance coverage. And because we're a nonprofit, every dollar donated by the community goes directly towards providing treatment services for people who need help. Prefer to meet at home? Telehealth is available statewide, so anyone in Colorado can access our services. To get started, call 720-842-5553 or fill out our secure web inquiry form at secounseling.org. Southeast Counseling Center, care that is accessible, compassionate, and rooted in the community.
I think for most people, these were not seasoned criminal psychopaths, right?
No, yeah.
These were people who had nonviolent offenses.
Exactly.
And I don't get the sense they have super extensive criminal histories. This might have looked different with some of those folks.
Yes.
But I think it's really against nature to leave somebody in the dirt to die. Like, I like to believe that most people would not do that.
I would agree with you.
And I think we can see time and time again that people don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I think people are and I could be wrong, I think people are maybe surprised or more cynical because, as we've talked about, like people in the criminal justice system or, people who we see who come through DV groups tend to be higher risk individuals and who are, who have some antisocial thinking or who are on the continuum of psychopathy. So I think that's why there's cynicism.
Yes.
Right? Is they're like, well, they didn't want to get in more trouble.
Totally.
Honestly, the guys that I've met and that you've met who are on the continuum,
they don't care.
Would 100% have run.
They would have run or helped and made a big deal out of it.
Yes. And like they should benefit from helping.
Yep. But that was not the case in this situation at all. So what happens, Nat, when the opposite is true? What happens when a prison is understaffed? They don't treat their people like people. And there's not dignity that's been extended to them. And so they don't feel quite like they need to give it back. They run, right?
I think there's a higher chance of it, but I still don't know if that would be the case.
If
we're talking about humanity and the way that we were.
I think if you're in an understaffed prison and you've been mistreated by the guards, I think they shoot the guard and run. That's what I think. Violent criminals. I'm talking prison.
Yes. Oh, I agree
violent
with that.
criminals.
I agree with that. Yeah,
but if they have been treated poorly in a prison setting,
oh, for sure,
offered this opportunity, they're out. They're out. And the case we're going to do on Friday gets into that a little bit. So the deputy made a full recovery.
Good.
And was back at work within days.
Good.
He lived because those 6 men chose to act, because this thing was not a new condition. It wasn't lethal. It was that combination of things that day that caused him to pass out. But he did stop breathing there for a minute. So had they not intervened the way they did, he might have died. Yeah. So That's important to add that
Yeah.
they really did save him. So here's what happened next. Sheriff Johnny Moats recommended all 6 inmates receive 25% off their sentences.
Hmm.
I don't know what their full sentences were. I would have let them all out, but that's fine. Nobody asked me. But I would have been like, sir, well done.
Yeah.
See you never.
Good job.
Stay on this side of the thing, right? Like we
Uh-huh.
tell our guys, I want to give you a head nod at Starbucks. Like, let's not do this again. Let's not meet this way again.
Yes.
Some were expected to be released with time served. I don't know if that happened or not. Anytime we have a trustee or inmate that goes beyond normal duties, we cut them some extra time off. So they did that. They had a pizza party in the park.
That's cool.
That they put on the Facebook page. Now, I did see some hilarious comments on this where people were like, a pizza party? Really? Pizza? Because, like nurses,
Like
they work them to the
steaks.
bone and then they deliver a pizza on a Thursday.
Right.
And they're supposed to be like so happy about that.
Right.
But anyway, it was cute though. It was very cute. The story was picked up by Time Magazine, the New York Times, CBS
Aw.
News, NBC News, BBC, and outlets all around the world.
That's awesome.
And the fans nicknamed them the Marvelous Six.
Aww.
What Greg Williams said is, it was really surprising. We really just did what we thought was best for everyone to be reacting like this. It's kind of amazing. And then Joshua Bolin said, it makes me feel good. It's a lot of folks from all over the world thanking us for what we did. No, I know. This is a good one. I told you. It's just so good.
A heartwarming one.
So good. The story broke the same week that 2 other Georgia inmates, Donnie Rowe and Ricky DuBose, were captured after escaping a prison bus and killing 2 correctional officers. The sheriff's office referenced it directly. We know that Monday could have ended differently for our officer. So even in the same state, 2 other Georgia inmates
killed officers and got out.
Killed 2 officers.
Yeah.
In the same week.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy? So where are they now? Because this was 8 years ago. Many of them have been released on time served. I don't have specifics on where they are now. I'm definitely hopeful that they're living good, free lives.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
And certainly they haven't popped back up a la, Power Rangers. So there's that.
Perfect.
No Power Rangers moments to speak of. Now we talk about all the time our clients having this violent context to how we meet them, right? And people ask us all the time, do you feel afraid when you work? The answer is no. We've talked about a therapist recently who was killed by a former client. What I've seen anecdotally in the field, even with some pretty high-risk people, most of the people we work with would assist someone in crisis. Most of them. It is a minority of them that wouldn't. Most of them who wouldn't do anything to help also wouldn't hurt the situation. They might just ignore it. There's only a few that I feel like would actually try to capitalize on it. We've had some of those at times where it's like somebody passes out and they like lift the wallet on the way out the door.
Right.
Like we've had a few of those, I would say. But when I think about 6 inmates, I think about our groups and how sometimes we do small group work or we pair them up based on who needs something from who, and we have elder statesmen and leaders in the groups. Don't you think there might have been a leader or 2 in that 6-man crew? They were all kind of leaders.
Yeah.
But when you think about group think,
oh, for sure.
Don't you think there's probably 1 or 2 who like snap? I think 1 in particular probably just snapped right into action.
I would guess 1 or 2 of them for sure.
And sometimes that makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Just 1 or 2 people doing the right thing in a moment like that.
And thank goodness those 1 or 2 didn't have the same influence in a different way.
Absolutely.
Because that can also go really south.
That can also go really south, right? So I hope that warms your heart a little, Nat. I know
love it.
for me, we love giving good news. We tell our clients all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I love giving good news. I do not like when we have to tattle or come up with a plan that's, because of bad behavior, or we find out something randomly that somebody did. I hate that. I love good news.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just like the epitome of good news.
I love it.
I know. Isn't that wonderful?
Makes my heart warm.
That makes my heart warm. Now, Friday
Oh
will
boy.
not be as warm.
Okay.
Friday is really it's the story of the Texas 7 who were escaped inmates out of Texas. And it ended up hitting very, very close to my home specifically.
Oh gosh.
And we will get into that.
In Texas?
Here.
Oh.
Oh, they found their way on up to Colorado. So
okay.
I have a little bit of insider knowledge on this one.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, get ready, forensic friends, for
I
Friday.
know. So hopefully this warmed your heart. And then Friday, it's a little bit chilly, but it's going to be fine. It will be fine. So we'll see y'all on Friday, as always.
Bye, forensic friends.
I'm Janine.
And I'm Nat.
And as always, thanks for listening, and join us next week for more crime, psychology, and heart.